Pelicans win 138-131 over the Grizzlies. That was an interesting finish. Before we get in the show, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the game. Podcast is sponsored by the Birdsall Law Firm, the official injury lawyers of Boot Crew Media, located at 918 Poydras Street by the Superdome. Give them a call at 504-523-5413 if you or someone you know has been involved in an accident. Birdsall Law Firm, the official injury lawyers of Boot Crew Media. So I had done my prep work. I did the company favorite player of the game. I actually sent it out. I then started to get ready for this podcast because we were up 6 with 11 seconds left. Looked down at my phone. Lito had texted, "Oh my God, 4-point play." I went back to the TV and then I saw everything unravel. Lito, a win is a win. We'll take wins as any way you can get it. But yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Let me start with love.
Okay.
Let me lead with love. A win is a win. You take every win because you need every win at this point. And I'm happy to see the Pelicans get this win as a team. I'm happy. I think this is the first time in franchise history 3 players have scored 30 points in a game. So shout out to the Pelicans on that front. But man, what a dumbass win, man. I mean, can a win get any dumber? Like, yo, why do you have to make it so hard on your fucking self? Like, not only to start playing, you didn't start playing till the second half, right? Like, you know what's on the line, and you come out sleep. You got slept last night, and you still got out you rolled out your motherfucking bed, and you were still sleeping.
I don't like. Yeah, I thought the first half was bad. Wow, Lee, that was well said. Ross, thank God for Herb Jones and Trey Murphy. I know Brandon played very well in the second half. CJ did a nice job tonight. But I thought Herb Jones once again was incredible. They were sagging off of him. He was hitting threes. I still didn't really necessarily like the brand of offense they were running because Brandon Ingram had 1 field goal attempt in the first quarter. And I think he had 4 in the first half with 2 points maybe. That's stuff that you just listen, man, I get it. I understand that Dylan Brooks is all over him, but you got to find ways to get this guy open. I mean, this is insane. Someone goes, yeah, they're face guarding him. I go, okay, it's not 7th grade basketball. Like, you think Jason Tatum didn't get face guarded? What about Devin Booker? Those guys get open too.
Second night of a back-to-back.
Y'all shouldn't be comparing. No, Mike.
No, I'm not, Chaz. That's not the point. The point is that those guys also get face guarded.
No, I'm just saying. Open. I'm just saying some guys need more ideal situations to succeed. But go ahead, Ross.
No, man, go ahead. I'm tired. It's exhausting. Like this, it really is, man. Like it's exhausting. Like watching it, just the range of like emotions you could get on any given night. Like the variance for things that can happen with this team on any given night is so big. Like it's such a big get. Like there is just no level of consistency from, I mean, forget game to game, quarter to quarter. Like you just, and it really is. There's time. I mean, my wife at the end of this game had the nerve. I was throwing stuff all over my living room. She was like, "Well, at least they came back." I said, "At least they came back." No, like every win is not the same. Like you can't. No, there is no silver lining. Like you can't.
We're still having trouble. We're still having trouble inbounding basketball.
That's is just the right word. Look, I'm happy we won. Really, Herb was great. There's a lot of guys that, I mean, and everything from an open gym all the way to the NBA. There's a lot of guys that when you don't guard them, it affects them.
Right.
Like there's not every dude in the world can be like, yeah, you're not going to guard me. That's fine. I'm gonna just bust your ass anyway, in a variety of different ways. A lot of guys will cower to that. You miss your first shot, it's game over. They start saying this dude's self-check. The whole thing, it can spiral downhill. And the fact that Herb, in my opinion, basically outside of any changes from the coaching staff, just took it upon himself to be more aggressive, alter the way he was playing to combat the way they were defending him. Says a lot about the type of player Herb is.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, Ross, because Chaz, I do want to talk about positively about Herb Jones, because a lot of people, not this show, The show actually stuck behind him for a long time, the whole way, maybe not besides Ross, in which you apologize for. But he has raised his game, especially since the start of March and now all the way through April. He's shooting the basketball, he's attacking, and once again he's affecting the game in many ways, whether it be screening, whether it be passing, whether it be attacking, whether it be defending. He's all over the place.
Yeah, and for the sake of transparency, I was another person who was kind of like, I don't know if Herb should be starting at this point, just because that 3 ball is just But to his credit, I mean, he's overcome those things. I think he's taking it upon himself to attack more. He started how Jaron Jackson Jr. was guarding him, and he took full advantage of that. And you're talking about a defensive player of the year caliber guy in Jaron Jackson Jr. So I thought Herb was incredible all night. I think he only missed 1 free throw, if I'm not mistaken, in a game where a lot of free throws were missed. Closed out like a true champion. That guy is incredible, man. And I really think it's a credit to him. We know how hard he works. And he not only did he have to overcome, the opposing team, he got to overcome some of the double agents in his building, in his organization. And him, the sophomores showed up and showed out tonight, man. Sophomores showed up and showed out.
I think one of y'all just said, but I'm gonna repeat this because Leo's kind of crazy. But Herb Jones, CJ McCollum, and Trey Murphy each scored 30 points and made 5 3-pointers in the Pelicans' 138-131 win. They're the second trio to accomplish that feat on Wednesday in the entire NBA history.
And when they made them.
That's insane. And Trey, I think they hit 8 in a row. I think I saw it from Lopez. He hit 8 in a row. But Trey, late in the fourth and overtime, hit huge threes, Leo. Huge. And I think, and I think AD even said something great. I'm not sure on the stat, but I think AD said at one point he was 1 for 6, and he pulled up in transition and just nailed it. That we were talking about that. Like, I don't care how many you miss.
Shots.
I don't care how many you miss. You got to keep shooting.
Good shots. The best shooter on the team, man. Listen, yesterday we complained about you and I before Chaz got on. No, Chaz was on. But you and I, we talked about Sacramento they shot 42 threes, right? And the Pels only shot, I think, 23 or 15, shit like that.
22, I think.
So tonight the Pels shot 39 threes. Right?
How many they make?
They made
21 to 39.
Okay. So they shot 54%.
Yeah, but you're not going to shoot like that every night. No. If you get that rate up, you have a chance of coming back.
But this is my point of saying that Trey shot 13 of those.
Yeah, I mean, it's the best 3-point shooter. Yeah, you should.
Right. But I want to say Trey overcame a lot of the double agents that Chaz is talking about. A lot of the double agents on the coaching staff, who, for whatever reason, are not like getting him the ball. Like Trey, in my opinion, Trey's a star. Trey has to get better defensively because those straight line drives to the rim, that can't happen. But what a weapon offensively. You got a guy who can erupt at any moment, and like 13 threes, and I think he was 7 for 13. Like, bro, and at one point I think he made 3 or 4 in a row, and then they completely went away from him again.
Lito, I was gonna say that what's crazy about it is how much of it comes outside of the offense. I still would argue almost none of his shots come within the structure. I mean,
it's really only Brandon trying to find them. It's Brandon trying to find them.
It's really a separate conversation about what the structure of our offense is, because I can't necessarily answer that. But I know watching these games that everything Trey's getting is outside of it. We ain't drawing up no plays to get Trey a look.
And look, at this point, Trey has to be. I know who's on the floor. Trey has to be the second guy offensively. He has to be the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, Brandon is Brandon, and shout out to Brandon because that was a huge shot. That was a huge shot. That was a playoff shot.
He also had 13 assists. Yeah.
I mean, for the last 2 months, Brandon has been passing the leather of the basketball. I'm telling you, his vision is crazy. The game is slowed down to the point where he can pick teams apart. Like, it's kind of like some matrixy type shit he got going on right now.
I really think Trey, it's funny. It's such a strange comparison, but Trey reminds me of JaVale McGee in some senses, the way it's just like he's like a great garbage man type guy. Like if the play breaks down, if you can find Trey, he's gonna make something happen. Clearly, a lot of the things we see isn't scripted, and it's crazy because again, WG, he worked in Golden State for so long. You would think a nice motion offense to create these looks coming up screens for Trey, because Trey is starting to shoot off the dribble now. He's starting to shoot off the
I
move.
was gonna say he's also pump faking too.
Yeah, he's pump faking. He's like, it's so many things you can do to kind of get these guys involved and like just double down on their potential, and you just aren't seeing it, sadly. But on the positive note, I thought everybody kind of, I thought most guys tonight contributed. To Lito's point, Brandon's big shot in the end made all of his, I think he made all but 2 of his free throws. I thought CJ hit some huge shots. I thought CJ and Herb,
CJ.
yeah, those 2 guys, I think they kept it close, because it seems like every time they scored, CJ or Herb had an answer. Like those 2 guys really kept it close, man. And like we gotta, now that they clinched the plan, I think we really gotta give credit to this roster, just because they fighting some demons. like they fighting some demons.
Yeah, I listen, it's at the end of the day it's a win, right? But Lito, we gotta talk about, like, it is, but you see some of these stat lines, like CJ played well tonight. I thought he played well tonight. You definitely have to give Herb his flowers, and Trey Murphy there in the second half. But I felt like once Brandon Ingram finally got involved in the offense, that's when everything started clicking.
Shout out.
There's still problems though, but there's still problems. Rebounding is a problem, in late game situations, still a problem. Sideline out of bounds, still a problem. Like, these are basic stuff, and that's the frustrating part. But go ahead, Leo.
Let me say this. Since I bagged on CJ last game, let me give him some flowers. Let me show him some love. CJ 6 for 9 from 3 tonight, 10 for 16 from the field. 5 for 10 from the free throw line. But the most important, not the most important, because that 6 for 9 from 3 is really important. One of the most important stats tonight, CJ had 10 rebounds.
Mm-hmm.
And we got a guy on the team. He's a good guy. He does a lot for the community, but that brother cannot rebound the ball. Larry Nance had 9 rebounds tonight. But man, when he is in the game, bro, we cannot rebound the ball. By comparison, JV played 19 minutes to Larry's 34.
Well, JV was on the floor there in the last free throw. It just
I don't even think JV started the second half, did he?
Yeah, he did. He got a quick foul, and Larry had to come in. He had 4 fouls with like 11 minutes left, and then Larry had to play the whole third.
I mean, regardless, Larry was gonna come in any. Larry was gonna be there for the fourth quarter minutes.
Yeah, he was closing no matter what.
Yeah, he was gonna close, but like we gotta find a way to eradicate some of that, bro. Like if we're not rebounding as a team when Larry's on the floor, like I get the Swiss Army knife type thing Willie Green is trying to do, but you get killed on the boards. And I think tonight you got killed on the boards. I think they have 49. To our 44 or some shit.
That's
guys got to box out too, man.
Yeah, box out.
They had 15
it's the offensive rebounds.
They have 15 offensive rebounds.
But it goes back to we talked about this. So like Trey once again has taken a leap, but once again rebounding. I think he only had 2 rebounds tonight. Played 47 plus minutes. That can't happen. Herb had 7, but he needs to be rebounding more too. But look, now it gets interesting, right, Chaz? I mean, we've been talking about it. So they win tonight. Lakers are getting crushed right now at halftime against the Clippers. Anything can freaking happen here in these next 3-4 days. Well, I want to say what's the road to 6, and then if you can get 7 or 8, who do you think we're matching up with?
I think look, I think truthfully, all right, if you went out, right, because the Knicks, they won today, so they're probably resting. Julius is already resting, and they alluded to Brunson maybe getting some rest, and you're at home, so there's a chance. And you still don't know what's going on with Zion. He was on the sideline looking slim. You know what I'm saying? He ain't look too thrilled to be on the sideline. But we'll see what happens with that. He didn't look thrilled. And I think if you went out or you at least go 2-1. I think the Lakers have another loss coming against Phoenix. I think they're gonna lose against Phoenix.
But
I think they have a chance at losing against Utah.
So they lose tonight and they lose against Phoenix. And you think 3 in a row?
If they lose tonight, I think they got a chance to lose against Utah. But even if they lose against Phoenix and you went out, then you're good.
And the Clippers end the season with Phoenix too, in Phoenix.
Oh yeah, so
Ross, do you think Phoenix is gonna play? I was asking this to Chaz the other day. Do you think they'll play?
I don't know.
Don't you think
so.
Katie needs as many reps as possible?
That's why I think so.
I kind of think they're gonna play.
They only played 7 games.
It's only 2 games right now between 4th and 5th. So
yeah.
So with the win, Chaz, are we in?
Right now, 8th.
No. Yeah, nothing changes tonight.
Right, nothing changed because the Lakers have the tiebreaker over us.
But the Mavs, Kyrie just scored 18 in the 4th.
Yeah, they won.
Mavs, so they won.
But aren't they over?
Nah.
Oh, they're still in it.
Nah,
they're in it with OKC.
Yeah, because OKC keeps losing.
Right.
Yeah.
But
then
we clinched the play-in. Like,
yeah.
You clinched the playoffs.
What I think needs to happen, in my personal opinion, I think needs to happen is we got to beat New York, and then Minnesota needs to lose a game before they play us. Because I think then we're up a game and a half, and that game to Minnesota won't really matter because
it won't matter as much.
They're also ahead of the 10 seed, so that could be another easy win for us in which we can either get 6 or 7.
So who do they? Hold on. So Minnesota plays.
Minnesota gets at San Antonio,
and
they're on a back-to-back. So they're at San Antonio at 3 p.m. on Saturday, and have to fly back home and play us at 2:30 while we're already in Minnesota waiting for them.
On Sunday, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, the Pelicans ain't got no excuse, man. Look, the Pelicans. Look, I think Minnesota has a huge advantage on the boards, and again, I don't even want to take Zion playing into consideration.
Yeah.
But that game.
Oh, that's tomorrow.
Yeah, that's not a game to be stubborn. That's a game to you throw everything up against the wall. Jax, let's do it, bro. It's your time to shine, baby. Like you throw everything up against the wall.
I hate to be the negative Nancy, but like if they come out tomorrow and say Zion is not coming back, it'll take the wind out of the sails so quick. I mean, you're still going to get a play-in game and all that stuff, but I think it's going to be. I think you'll get smashed in the first round by whoever you play.
But there's a lot of positives to still getting in, though, right?
Of course, you want to get in, guys. Like let's not be
that's
that.
Not what
of course,
I'm saying.
You want to get. No, I understand you. But like Ross, do you really hold up? Let me ask this because we got to sign off here in the next 2 minutes. If Zion comes back, do you expect him to be just like, the Zion of old that he's averaging 25?
No, it's purely an emotional thing. It's purely like just a little bit of a reinforcement. I don't think it's as much of a basketball thing as much of it is an energy thing. Zion coming back, fans are going to be louder.
And
Zion
maybe Jose comes back.
Everybody gets a little more confident. It's like having a backstop. I don't think it's going to be something.
I say they got a lot of guys on that sideline not looking happy, baby. A lot of people don't like
so
getting free money.
So is this Griff say or is this the training staff say?
Tough to say, sir. It's tough to
say.
We'll leave it at that. Like, comment, subscribe. You see I think it's your top right screen. I'm playing myself. Top right there, over there. Scan shop our t-shirts. They are on sale right now. Ross, Lito, Chaz. We will be back on Friday night after the Knicks game, and then we'll have the Sunday show after the Timberwolves game. We will have a Zion Williamson update tomorrow. Who knows? I don't think anybody really knows. I don't know what's going to be.
We know. No, I'm playing.
Like, comment, subscribe. We will see y'all later.